Hi guys, Lianne here with another episode of Seduce Me. So last time we defeated Malik and we came to the realization that means the boys are gonna leave. Or are they gonna leave? Let's find out.
Finally, we can relax.
It will be good to have some rest without devils breathing down our necks.
I'm just tired. Can I hit the hay early?
I think some sleep would be good for all of us.
Oh no, Damien can read my mind, so he's hearing my thoughts on the fact that they would leave. I looked to Damien, knowing he could read my mind, and frowned. I didn't want him to know about my thoughts on the situation. Yeah, that sounds good. I wanted to just end tonight. Too much had happened and I felt dizzy just trying to figure it out. However, Damien spoke up, stopping us all from moving.
Should we be gone in the morning?
The air became still with tension. The realization of the situation hit the boys like a wave, forcing them to turn me in curiosity. They had remembered their deal and were now awaiting me to decide their fate. I gulped, face to face with the reality of the situation. The boys were leaving it up to me. They looked like they were willing to accept whatever I demanded. It was only fair, though, after all that had happened. I looked at James, feeling my heart flutter in my chest. I didn't want him to leave, but would he ask to stay? I hoped that he would stay. I hoped that he would say no and ask me to stay longer. As if he knew what I wanted, James moved and smiled at me, taking my hand and bringing it to his lips for a kiss. He moved it away, smiled to me, and spoke.
Miss, if I may be so forward. Despite the short time we've stayed here, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here. That being said, would you allow us to stay here?
Oh, I cannot deny your request is so good. My heart skipped while a large red blush ran across my cheeks. The boy stared at James wide-eyed, but I didn't dare to speak out. James stepped back to give me some space, returning to where he was. I moved my gaze across each boy, trying to make my decision. If they left in the morning, I would never see them again and my life could return to normal. If I did decide to let them go, that would have been for the best. No goodbyes, no delays. But did I want to? They had done so much for me in such a small amount of time. Oh, we're going to let them stay, of course. Come on, guys. Going to let them stay. We don't want it to return to our normal lives. It's just getting interesting. So let them stay. I wanted them to stay. I wanted him to stay. I merely smiled, staring at the man I had come to have feelings for. We would met a day? Well, you can have feelings for someone very fast, that's true. Before speaking at last. I would love if you all could stay. The boys cheered tirelessly, but nonetheless enthusiastically. I giggled at the sight. It was cute to see everyone so excited. Despite the tiredness that ran equally through our bodies, today was a rough day. My home is your home, as long as you can still help me with chores. The boys nodded in union, agreeing to the terms I had set for them. Despite the good situation, I felt myself slowly slipping into unconsciousness. Oh, that doesn't sound good. However, James quickly clapped his hands together, getting everyone's attention and waking me up, making sure I didn't pass out on the floor. Yeah, because that would be awkward.
All right, everyone. We're all very tired, so let's head to bed, shall we?
Oh! Yeah, sleep is actually a thing. Right.
We've had a very long day, but it will be good to just relax tonight and tomorrow.
Sleep sounds really good right now.
Yeah, man.
Even Sam wants to stay. He was so against being here, but seems a nice bed can do a lot of things. I watched a very happy smile curl onto James' lips. He shared my excitement, knowing that we would be together longer. Who knew how long we would stay together? All I cared about was that I would be with him. The others quickly left to finally rest, leaving me and James alone at last. My heart fluttered a bit as James walked closer to me, gently wrapping his arms around my form. I placed my hand onto his shoulders, leaning close.
You are an absolutely wonderful woman. I'm so happy that you let us stay here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I am happy too, James. I stared into his eyes, getting lost in them. I didn't know if it was the tiredness or my growing attachment to him, but I felt myself lean into James' body. It invited me to stay a while, making me forget that my bed was also calling for me.
Listen, about what happened at the warehouse.
No, it's fine. You did what you had to do, I understand. I had accepted everything while in James' warmth. He was real, and he was someone I didn't want to be without, even if that meant nothing against my curiosity. Besides, I was too tired to explore that memory further. James nodded before kissing my forehead sweetly.
Come, let's get you to bed.
Oh, so cute. I nodded before James gently lifted me into his arms, like a bride, and carried me to my room. I didn't want to leave his arms, leaning my head against James' chest, but I eventually was slowly lowered to my bed and covered with my bed covers. I was still in my school clothes, but I was too tired to strip or care. I looked at James, fighting a yawn from escaping as he gently ran a hand over my hair.
Have sweet dreams. I'll prepare breakfast again for you in the morning.
So it was James who prepared breakfast this morning. Oh, that's so cute. I nodded, with a tired smile before watching him slowly stand and leave my room, closing the door. A wave of happiness washed over me as I laid in bed. I made a good choice. Sure, it would be hard, but I could tell that I would be able to manage it. Help around the house and being with a man whom I was slowly starting to fall for would be worth it. I slowly felt my exhaustion take over. I let sleep consume me as I drifted into the darkness in my mind. Everything was peaceful. I was happy. And that was the game! Seduce me! Haha! That was pretty awesome. Nice song. You didn't think it was over, did you?
You are an interesting creature.
The first time I played it, I genuinely thought that the game was over, but that's how they make the game. But it only has just begun, so let's go on. Oh, hello. I opened my eyes to see a woman staring down at me with a very sly smirk on her face. I opened my mouth to scream in fright, but a hand quickly covered my mouth.
No screaming now. Too early, silly girl.
Too early? How late is it? I could only stare up at the woman above me. I felt weak, not having the strength to move or fight her. What was going on and why was she here?
Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you.
Well, I'm intelligent, I'm cute, I don't know, leave me alone. Rage began to consume my core again. This woman, whoever she was making me mad. She must have known as she let another smirk grow on her face.
Ooh, you're feisty. That could be why.
Could be. Before I could bite her hand in anger, she removed her hand from my lips, standing up and staring down at me from her place next to my bed. I quickly sat up and glared daggers at the intruder. She was very beautiful, but I felt more anger than amazement. Who the hell are you? And why are you in my room? The woman began to laugh, making the rage inside me increase. I wanted to punch her, but I waited for the answer. Don't wait, just punch her, call your man, let that bitch get out of here.
How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known of in your world. You can call me Diana, little human.
I'm not little. I am little, but I don't think the main character is. Diana? Demon? You're a demon?
I am, but I'm much more than just an average demon.
What do you mean?
Silly girl. I'm a succubus.
Okay, she's the female way of the incubi. The succubus. Great. I stared at Diana in shock. A succubus? First incubi, now a succubus. Great. I had now met both genders of the sex demons. Diana crossed her arms under her bosom and looked at my body.
Well, you are pretty.
Why do you have to say that with that look on your face, man?
But you seem very reckless. Too reckless.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Well, I let demons live in my house and things like that and didn't call the police or anything, so yeah, I'm a bit like reckless. I agree. I moved out and stood from the bed, still glaring at Diana. Why are you here?
Well, I just wanted to see who my competition was.
Competition? What is she talking about? Competition?
For the boys, of course. They don't belong here, and yet here they remain. I want to know why, and remedy this little issue.
This girl was seriously pissing me off. Issue? What issue? They want to stay here so they can.
Silly, uneducated human. You don't understand the important roles these boys play in the abyssal planes. You keeping them here is practically imprisonment.
Imprisonment? I'm sorry, they stay here out of free will, okay? Silly, uneducated human. Okay, she's pissing me off right now. Even though the sexy music is playing in the background. You have about 10 seconds to leave.
Is that a threat? How cute. What are you going to do? Kill me?
Oh, can I? That would be so awesome. And if I do?
You barely have the strength to stand, little human. I can rip the rest of your energy out and knock you into a coma. You'll never be able to wake up again.
Okay, now you're getting scary, woman. Touch me and I'll...
Enjoy every minute of it.
Excuse me? Excuse me? She's gonna use her succubus powers on me, is she not? Oh, let's go. I felt my body freeze and heat up to almost a painful haze. My mind began to feel fuzzy as Diana stepped to me and caressed my cheek.
Now, you're going to listen to everything I say without any questions. Got it?
I nodded.
Good. I plan to bring the boys back to the abyssal planes. Why? So that I can take my place as queen of their realm. They have no reason to be here in this silly little world, so I'm going to make sure they return home. Okay, Pumpkin?
I nodded, but growled. My rage couldn't be concealed. despite the hold I was under. Well, James said it didn't work 100%, so you still hate her. That's good that that comes out. You woman. You evil bitch. Oh, I love her. You done well.
Call me evil all you want, dearie. I'm not evil. You're just in my way.
I felt Diana lean into my ear and whisper, making me unconsciously shiver in both pleasure and annoyance. It's very, very, well, she does it very well if it is pleasure and annoyance. I mean, that's not something I think was possible, but here it is.
Now, be a good little human and go to bed. I'll make sure they're gone before you get home tomorrow from school, so make sure to say goodbye in the morning.
I felt my body move on its own to lay in bed and cover itself with my bed sheets. I glared at Diana the entire way down. Diana laughed at my futility. Okay. I'll get you.
Oh, please do.
Ooh, don't scare me so much, bitch. All of a sudden, her voice deepened and became cold and demonic, sending a violent scare shiver down my spine. Her red eyes practically illuminated in the darkness of my room as she glared at me.
Give me a reason to make your life a living hell.
You're already doing it by being here, man. Go away. I grind my teeth, trying to fight back against the hold on me. She couldn't have been that tough. She needed energy to survive, right? I was sure she couldn't have had enough to hold me down forever. Diana then left and returned to normal.
Oh, and make sure you don't tell the boys I was here. I want my visit to be a surprise.
I felt the hold on me disappear, allowing me to sit up and practically growl at Diana in rage. What's stopping me?
Then you must not care about your friends and family as much as you care for the boys.
Ooh, she went there. That's not good. I stopped and stared. What did she mean by that? Was that a threat to my family? Diana smirked at me, knowing the confusion behind my eyes.
Let's just say that if you tell the boys about me, I'll make sure that no one will care for you, and you'll be all alone in this little house until the day you die.
Okay, that scared me genuinely. I got goosebumps. I could feel fear creeping into me. Alone? How could she do that? The word demon reverberated in my head, reminding me that I was facing off against something supernatural. A human with a shield versus a devil was one thing. A human on her own versus a demon was another.
Have a good night.
And with that, Diana sank into the floor through a magic purple pentagram, which disappeared as her head vanished into the floor. I couldn't believe it. I had one problem and now I had another. Instead of a crazy psycho devil who wanted to kill me and the boys, I had a succubus wanted to ruin my life and take the boys away. Could my life get any worse? No, I wasn't going to let her win. She's not as powerful as she looks. I know it. I had to mentally confirm it. She wasn't going to win. The boys wanted to stay with me. I let out a sigh before closing my eyes, affirming my plan of action. No matter what she was going to do, I was going to beat her. That's awesome. Let's go, girlie. Okay, I'm gonna stop the episode here, so not close to the ending yet, even though for a second you all thought it was. Oh. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and let's kick Diana's ass in the next episode. Bye-bye!